place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day. 5, 4.
Every time she hits her stride
Here I come.
and is ready to chase it again. Every time we hear the bell and know a child is cancer-free. Every time his heart beats stronger and he scores the winning goal. With more than 35 pediatric subspecialties, East Tennessee Children's Hospital is here every time it matters most.
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
I just got woken up by really loud, like, vrooms, which sounded like the car, like, spinning. I sure did. Safe to say I'm not going anywhere because that is all solid ice.
Well, happy Monday, everybody. Sure hope you had a great weekend. It was a good, solid indoor kind of weekend. The Winter Storm 2026 is winding down, but now here comes the Arctic air. The other side of the story that's going to be with us all day long. Well, I should say all week long. Yes, it is going to be incredibly cold all week long. Thanks for joining me on Wake Up with Witcher this morning. Got a lot of folks tuning in. Here's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to have a little bit of fun, and hopefully everybody plays accordingly, because I'm kind of opening this up to some shenanigans, but no shenanigans. Listen, here's the deal. We've got a lot of Witcher weather watchers, and so of course, I've already announced to all the Witcher weather watchers, if they want to join the broadcast here this morning, they can. You can ring in. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up to you, the public. If you want to actually join the live broadcast and give us a weather report from your location, I'm going to throw a link into the chat right now. All you have to do is click on the link and then put in the information, and you can come right to the broadcast. All I need you to do is say your name, where you're coming from, and give us a nice little report so we can report all of this from around East Tennessee. You are my boots on the ground reporters here this morning. So here comes the link. And again, we'll go through the forecast first, but if you want to join in, by all means, you are more than welcome to join in. Please use some respect if you decide to tune in. All right, here we go. There goes the link. All you have to do is click that link. All right, so let's move right along. We got another video coming in from Cumberland County.
Well, we got our snow, y'all. May have been after snow, ice, rain, but we got it. Look how it's clinging to my plants here. Little gazing ball. This other plant. The bushes. There's like 2 or 3 inches laying on top of the car. Like down through there. See the light, cell tower light blinking over there at Clark Range. Oh, wow. What a pretty wonderland. I know snow is scary for some people. That ice is definitely scary. But look how it's hanging to Daddy's trees, y'all. Hold on, let me zoom in. Oh, I bet the pines are gorgeous. Look at my magnolia bush.
Well, my friends, you get the point. Thanks so much to all of you that have posted photos and videos of the snow falling around East Tennessee. If you've been with me all last week, we really kind of dove into how this storm was going to play out. We were on the warm sector of the storm, the eastern side of the low pressure that moved between Nashville and Knoxville. Nashville was in the thick of it, and we had the most power outages across the entire country for the state of Tennessee during this entire storm. Ice and snow and tough travel. It has been an absolute mess for millions of folks. And now we are talking about the Arctic air, which of course you can see on the screen. This is a radar loop over the last 9 hours. So you can see late last night, we started to get that changeover. Arctic air is very efficient. I talked about that last night on my broadcast. So that's why it's a good idea to download the East Tennessee Weather app. You can get updated information right there at your fingertips as well. So make sure you download that. Go to your app store and just search East Tennessee Weather. It's super easy to do so. So light snow showers already with us this morning. This is what it looks like with snow on the ground. Okay, so not everybody got it. And I know that some of you really wanted it. Some of you actually may have enough snow to do a little bit of sledding today. So how about that, huh? For all of you snow naysayers out there, we finally got it. It just came on the backside of the storm, which I talked about several days ago. And again, just a trace to upwards of 1 inch to 2 inches in some locations, as you clearly saw from that video, that up in the parts of Cumberland County, which you got to realize too, that the radar for Fentress and Cumberland County is shooting up over the clouds. And so it's tough to pick up on that activity. If you're joining us from Fentress or Cumberland County and you want a East Tennessee weather camera, let me know. We'd love to get one in your area. Again, I've thrown a link in the chat. If you would like to join the chat and join the live broadcast to give us a weather report from your area, just click on that link, fill it out, and I can bring you live onto the broadcasts. It could be sketchy, but let's not be sketchy, right? Let's be good, solid human beings this morning. Before we go any further, I want to take you back outside. This is a live look at KMNV, Monroe County Airport there. How about that? The planes are covered in snow. The runway's covered in snow. The low clouds are hanging out with us this morning. So hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of a snow day here this morning. The ice was no fun. That is for sure. And just keep in mind, too, be thankful that we weren't on the western side of this low pressure system, because we could have had a lot more ice or we could have had a lot more snow. So hopefully you're okay. But we still have power outages out there this morning. A lot of folks were out without power. We were out without power. I thought my whole home generator was actually hooked up to my heat source. It was not. It keeps everything running in our house like lights, but it got down to about 61, 62 degrees in my house yesterday. And I was like, whew, till the power came back on. Oh, and the internet's back up and running efficiently this morning as well. So hopefully no buffering this morning. But I really do thank you so much for tuning in all week long through the weekend to trust me to give you the latest weather report. And for all the such kind comments out there, thank you. It truly means everything from the bottom of my heart. I am here to give you the best information that I possibly can. Am I going to be right 100% of the time? Absolutely not. It's weather, right? I've always said this. Think about the weather, how massive it is, how massive the atmosphere is. And we're trying to pinpoint a little tiny dot. It's like a needle in a haystack of exactly how it's going to play out. So you've got to come to a trusted source. Hopefully that's me. And I'll walk you through every single storm event hour by hour with the best knowledge and the best information that I possibly have in my toolbox. That's what we do. We are a community service. I am a community service. We are not going to be right all the time, and the weather does change. Please understand that. And I think if you're joining me on the broadcast, you understand that here this morning as well. Oh, you can't click the link, Tom? Oh, no. Why? Why can't you click the link? Okay, hold on a second, Tom. Let me see if I can't do something here real quick. So folks can maybe join the broadcast if you want to. I'm going to go to Mike Witcher TV Facebook page, and we'll come to the broadcast here, and maybe I'll be able to post it in there. If I can't, maybe it won't work, but we'll try our best here. Let's see if I can't get that in here. Okay, I'm going to throw this on the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page right now. Let's see if this comes in. I don't know if it's going to be clickable. If it's not clickable, yeah, there we go. Now it should be clickable. So if you want to tune in on the broadcast, and now let me throw that on the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page. So folks on the East Tennessee Weather Facebook page, if you want to tune in, you can click that link. And again, use some common sense, please, here. All right, so these are the road conditions. So snow-packed, icy. It is slick in a lot of locations. Something to keep in mind as you travel out and about here this morning. If you don't have to travel, I just say hang tight. The neighborhoods, of course, the back roads are bad, but the main interstates, I've had a lot of reports coming in saying that the main interstates are doing just fine. Road temperatures are below freezing, much below freezing, and that's why any of this has stuck. And so because of that, the National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement for icy roads here this morning. And when you take a look at the TDOT cameras here across town, you can clearly see that we have some snow-packed roads from Rogersville to Upper East Tennessee, of course, has a little bit worse activity here this morning. We'll take you to the the I-40-81 split, and you can see how the interstates are doing fine there. We'll come through central Knox County here. And again, no travel troubles. Listen, the schools are out. That's great. A lot of folks don't have to go to work today. A lot of folks were calling out of work. But you can see the main interstate is doing fine and not a lot of traffic. But it's the back roads that we are going to be sharing a lot more photos coming up here in just a little bit. All right, no takers on joining the broadcast so far. That's okay. I understand. But if you want to, you can. All right, 24-hour temperature change. We're running 12 to 15, 20, 22 to 23 degrees colder this morning than yesterday with temperatures in the teens and 20s. So it's brutally cold. And it's going to stay that way. Wind chill values, single digits and low teens. So not a great morning to be out and about. And by the way, big shout out to all the linemen and women, all the law enforcement, but really the linemen and women who were out in all the elements yesterday. The freezing rain, the gross cold rain, trying to get our power restored, or even the internet. My internet was totally shot all day yesterday, and so they have finally got the internet restored as well. So we can be thankful for those people. That's a tough job. It's a very thankless job. All right, today, cold, raw winter day with maybe a few flurries from time to time, but what snow we have on the ground is pretty much going to be the snow. Yeah, you may get a quick little bout here or there. Excuse me, but that's I think that's really going to be about the extent of it. Got a small covering of snow in Gatlinburg, so Gatlinburg finally got a little bit of snow, which is nice. It's a tad slick in White Pine here this morning, says Andrew. Thank you very much. Tammy's watching this morning, and Dina's watching as well, so I appreciate you all. All right, so the week ahead, we're going to track a couple of waves, one Tuesday into Wednesday, tomorrow night into Wednesday. May produce a couple of flurries, not a big deal there, but it's just going to continue to reinforce this cold Arctic air. Next weekend, watching the low pressure system, maybe snow. It's probably too far to our east and southeast. Probably not going to get much, but yeah, we could see maybe a little bit more snow over into the Carolinas. I'll walk you through that. Again, watch what you like and share on social media. I think this past snowstorm is a very good example of all the clickbait on social media of the 20 to 30 inches of snowfall that was being forecasted or being thrown out there by some of the models. A lot of you saw that leading up to the event, and I think that's what happened is we were all wishing, a lot of folks, not you all, a lot of folks were snowcast wishing that we would get it, and then when we didn't get it, they were really frustrated, and I get it. The frustration is real, but that's why you got to follow along, and I never threw out snowfall totals at all until the very end of the very beginning of the event because I was pretty sure that it was not going to turn into a major snow event. All right, so stick with me all week. And again, like I said, download the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a great tool there. Where to paste a photo? You can upload it through the Witcher's Pictures link, or the submit a photo link on the East Tennessee Weather app. It's very easy to do there, Pete, or you can post it in here on this chat as well. Good morning, Brent. We got Vincent joining us as well. Vincent is a lineman and a good friend of mine as well, and runs a lineman company across the country and right here in East Tennessee. So he and his crew are out there in the elements, which it's a thankless job for sure. The things that we take for granted in the world these days, right? And we're such a society of instant gratification. And that's not the way the weather works. All right, or that's not the way our power works either, right? It takes a long time to get our power restored. Ours was out for 8 to 10 hours or so. 8 hours, I guess. 18 degrees this morning, 22 by noon, 25 degrees as we get into the afternoon. So I think, listen, the clouds are going to be with us, but we are going to see some clearing by the end of the day. Here's our Futurecast model, and I think that's why we could still see a few flurries. Again, just kind of wringing out the atmosphere. There's really not a lot of moisture left in the atmosphere, but if we may get a couple of flurries from time to time. Other than that, we're going to have tons of sunshine before the sun goes down here tonight. And that's going to allow for the coldest morning tomorrow morning, like dangerously cold. So forecast highs today will only be in the teens and 20s. We have a cold weather advisory that goes back into effect here tonight from 6 o'clock through noon tomorrow, because this ridge of Arctic high pressure builds on in. And look at these morning lows tomorrow morning. If you think it's cold out there this morning, wait till tomorrow. We're going to be in the single digits and teens, but wind chill values will be sub-zero in many locations. Dangerously cold. Could be as cold as 9-10 degrees below zero across parts of the northern Cumberland Plateau. Alex has already seen some clickbait for next week. Yep, please don't click on that. Don't follow them. If you're following them, unfollow them. If you're just interested in what these people do, that's fine. Just don't like and share, please. That's all I say. Just don't. All right, so it's going to be dangerously cold tomorrow morning, and we're going to be a little bit warmer tomorrow afternoon. We'll actually climb back into the 30s, so big warm-up on the way, right? Then we have this little clipper system that's going to settle its way on in. It's not going to do a whole lot. It's just a fast-moving upper-level wave. It's moisture-starved. It's going through Arctic air, so we already don't have a lot of moisture anyways. But it is going to bring some clouds, and I think just like we could see a few flurries from time to time today, I think it's going to produce a couple of flurries Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Not a big deal there. But as you look at your 7-day forecast, so I'm going to be watching another system developing as we wrap up the weekend, head into the weekend. As we all saw, the models do update constantly 4 times a day, by the way. And so every time we get a new model run, we get new information. Good information in is good information out. Bad information in is bad information out, i.e., let me just say that when our storm
Got woken up by
was
really loud like vrooms,
That's
which
the wrong
sounded
one. There we go. Our storm system was actually over the Pacific Ocean, and so we don't have any. I mean, we have minimal buoys out there to give us any sort of good information to put into the models to spit out a better forecast. And so that's why the National Hurricane Hunters actually flew through that low pressure system to get better information, to input that into the model data to spit out better information for us. And as that was happening, we started to get a better solution of what potentially could be taking place. That is exactly what happened last week. Make sense? Again, it's like trying to find a needle in a haystack sometimes, pinpointing just a little tiny area. Think about how big the world is and how small where we live is compared to the rest of the world. And think about how massive the atmosphere is. It's huge. Again, a needle in a haystack. All right, so no goers wanting to join the broadcast this morning. Vince? No, you either? No, nobody? That's okay. That's great. I do have lots of photos to share with you, so we're going to share some of these Witcher's pictures here with you this morning. And again, as we progress through time, again, you can share all these through Witcher's pictures on the East Tennessee Weather app or submit a photo. So, of course, we had the freezing rain. That freezing rain is just insane. We had incredible amounts of rain as well. We picked up a lot of moisture here in East Tennessee and much needed moisture. I'll be curious to see what that does with the U.S. Drought Monitor, but this is the scene, right? As many of us clearly saw. Not everybody saw it, right? I mean, how about this one right here? I mean, this is a good little coating of ice on the trees. And of course, it's coming in sideways because it's vertically, but there we go. We'll spin it around for you. I mean, look at that. I mean, and did any of you hear the trees cracking and popping and snapping? That's what created the power outages. I mean, here's a great photo. This was, well, it's a little blurry, but that's what my back deck looked like as well. And I checked it this morning. No ice on it, but there is a fresh coat of snow on my car, or excuse me, on my back deck. Now, how about this little bird feeder? The old hummingbirds. They're hunkered down. They can't get any food. It's all frozen solid. Isn't that crazy? That is so cool. Freezing rain is very cool to see. It is not cool to experience, right? Excuse me. And then we've got some fresh snow. So Brian Partridge, also a Witcher Weather Watcher, what a great day. About a 1/4 inch of ice. Back to work. Have a great day and be safe. And ice and sleet and some snow. And that's what many of us are going to be waking up to here this morning. Again, a lot of you have posted this on Facebook and social media. I can't thank you enough for sharing your information, your views from where you live. What else do we have? I guess that's about all we have. Let's see. I've got more photos to share with you here this morning that have been uploaded. All right. So let's go here. I thought I had more photos to share with you. I thought I had them on my phone, but oh, I do. I think they're right here. Anyways, we'll try to get more photos. You get the point. We all know that it snowed, it sleeted, we had freezing rain. It just all was a big, giant mess, wasn't it? I don't know if you saw this on social media, but I took this in my backyard this morning. The fresh snow on my back deck. Might as well throw the word snow in there, right? Look at that. And I don't know if you saw this on social media yet this morning as well, but both my dogs, Lucy and Stella, join me in the studio every single day. I sneak them out of the bedroom, and they come back in, and they were, look at that. They're in their Christmas PJs, snuggled up, trying to stay as warm as they possibly can. They're always just sleeping all the time. We all have bed heads this morning. We don't care. I could come in disheveled. You probably don't want to look at me disheveled, but what's up, Mrs. Metz? Enjoy your day off. Aaron Peters Metz, what's up, the Metzes? Are they joining me this morning? Are the Metzes on here? They're good friends of mine. I don't see where they are, but either way. All right. If somebody decides to join in and give us an update on what's going on in your area, again, there is a link in the chat, and I will throw this in one more time. If you want to click it, you can click it. If you don't want to click it, by all means, you don't have to at all. And I'll throw this in the chat one more time for you. I think it'd be fun for somebody to join us, but I get it. Bedheads nobody wants. All right, here we go. There's the chat. There's a link one more time if somebody wants to tune in. So we'll take you back outside here before we go to on to the rest of the show. We've got a nice little sunrise taking shape, actually. Here's a live look at downtown Clinton, Anderson County. So a little bit of fresh snow on the sidewalks, the rooftops, the grassy areas. Not a ton, though. Anderson County didn't get a ton, but you always look well put together, Mike. Well, I wouldn't go that far, but without power in Northern County this morning, I appreciate that. Oh, I think we have somebody. Jess Payne's going to join us this morning. Okay, hold on, Jess. Stand by. We're going to bring Jess into the conversation. Let me change up a few things here, and we'll see where you are joining us from. So let's do this. Jess, everybody, Jess Payne, everybody, Jess Payne. Jess, how are you this morning?
We finally got some of that white stuff.
We finally got some of that white stuff that everybody was wanting. Tell everybody where you're joining us from.
I'm right on the Maryville line. So it got some nice. We were out here 5:30 this morning. My little 4-year-old was playing in it, making snow angels.
Okay, talk about the consistency of the snow. Super light, fluffy, or compacting where we could actually make a snowman?
Super light, fluffy, and where you can't even make a snowman because it's so fluffy.
Yeah, that's that Arctic air when we have very dry air. I mean, if anybody's ever heard of champagne powder, I grew up skiing in Colorado in champagne powder, and that's the kind of snow that you really love because it just is so light and fluffy, and it makes it awesome. What are your plans today?
I'm working from home today, so luckily for me, I have one of those jobs and trying to keep the 4-year-old entertained, making some frozen bubbles, and I don't know who else will squirt some colored water onto the snow. We'll see.
I mean, but that's the best part. I mean, I know the kids really, really love the snow, so hopefully when my kids get up and when they get a little bit older, you don't have to worry about entertaining them as much, you know? Like mine are now 10 and 12, so you're like, you're fine. Just go play. I got to work.
Hey, I love it too. So I'm here for it. Thanks for bringing the snow at least a little bit, Mike.
Yeah, well, I'm trying my best here, friend. I'm trying my best. All right,
Appreciate
did you ever lose
Thank
power
you.
during the storm system?
No, we are so lucky, so thankful and blessed. God is good.
That is very nice. And okay, let's say, can you just show your neighborhood a little bit? So you have a lot of snow on the roads. I mean, are the roads snowy? And so there's your car.
We put some salt down, and you can see the
Have you tried
Can
to
you see
open up the
everything?
car door yet?
Did I lose you?
Yeah, well, there you are. Have you tried to open up your car door yet? I'm wondering if it's like fully iced shut.
On the west side, I tried to open it, and it's like 2 inches of ice on the door on the tail light, so couldn't even open that side of the car.
Oh my gosh, Jess,
I,
thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
this
so
morning.
much for
I
having
really
me.
do
Be
appreciate
safe
it. This
out there,
is what
y'all.
this is all
Appreciate
about.
you.
What's that?
You guys have a good day. We appreciate you and all you do for us, Mike.
Oh, well, I really appreciate you all as well. Thank you so much. Go take care of your 4-year-old. Go have a good day in the snow, light a fire, drink some coffee or hot cocoa, and just embrace the day for what it is. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Be safe, everybody.
All right, Jess Payne. How
woken up
awesome is
by
that? Oops. We
really
gotta get to
loud,
the
like,
right one here. I keep pushing the wrong button. Sorry about that. How awesome is that? Jess is amazing. See the kind of fun that we can have on this broadcast? You all make the show. So if anybody else wants to click that link and come into the show and what is the link? All right, I'll post it once again in social media if somebody wants to. Apparently it's not going through on this on my chat here, but I'll post it one more time in the link, and if somebody wants to tune in, they can, just like Jess. So let's see. Let me get that link going again. So stand by. How fun is that? This is what community is all about, right? Hold on a second. Okay. So the comment or the link is coming in one more time, Julie. So you want to join us from Whitesburg? I mean, come on. Where are all my Witcher weather watchers? They're not tuning in this morning. They got bedhead too. All right, I just threw it again in the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page link, so make sure you click that if you want to tune into the broadcast. All right, we'll move right along if you want to keep going with me. We now talk about the national holidays. This is what we do on Wake Up with Witcher. We like to have fun. Life's too short not to have fun. Right, wouldn't you say? Let's take it back outside. We'll show you what it looks like we'll take you to Union County this morning. This is where Tom is a good friend of mine. He also runs a food truck and a catering service called TK's Gourmet Food Wagon. Great food, by the way. That's a live look there at Union County. And one thing I want to pass along real quick, too, that's a live look in Union County this morning. So snow-covered and icy this morning. Before we go real quick, I do want to give a big shout out to my friend Meg Pruitt. She runs a candle company, and it's called Family Tree Candle Company. And just the other day, she came by the house. I don't know if you saw this on social media, but she came by the house. She said, Witcher, she goes, it's so cold. You've been working long hours. You need some good, solid smells in your studio. And so she brought me some candles. And so if you're interested in supporting a local business here in East Tennessee called Family Tree Candles or Family Tree Candle Company, I've posted on social media as well. Check her out. They actually sell this at, what's the Tennessee store that has all Tennessee gear? I'm blanking on the name. Anyways, they sell this one. This was called Big Orange Country. I mean, I have not even lit the candle, and it smells amazing in my studio. And she also brought me sweater weather, which is what I'm wearing today. Sweater, because it's cold outside. So I thought it was sweater weather kind of weather, right? All right. So anyways, give my friend Meg a big shout out here this morning. And oh, look at this. We've got another. Okay, hold on a second, folks. We're going to have fun, okay? This is what this is about. We're going to go back to the national holidays here in just a second. But we have somebody else that wants to join the broadcast here this morning. So let's go ahead and bring in Krista to the conversation. Krista, what's going on this morning? How are you, friend? Let's go ahead and bring in Krista to the conversation. Krista, what's going on this morning? How are you, friend?
Did you see that snow that's on the ground?
Oh, I saw it.
It's nuts.
Tell everyone where you're joining us from.
I'm joining you from Alexandria, Tennessee.
All
in
right.
DeKalb County, and below that snow is a bunch of ice. I do not advise driving on it.
Yeah, driving is going to be, I mean, I think the main interstate's going to be fine if you're driving back and forth from Nashville, but Nashville got hit hard. Of course, you're in between here in Nashville. So, yeah, definitely icy and snow-packed roads. All right, so you got a new baby that's almost a year old. What's your plans today? Going to get out and play in the snow a little bit, or are you just going to hunker down inside?
I'm gonna stay inside and stay warm.
Well, listen, I really appreciate it, Krista. She's always on the platform, you and your husband, Jesse, and always talking about your kids. And we kind of watched you go through your pregnancy here on East Tennessee Weather. So I can't thank you enough for tuning in and joining on the broadcast this morning. So everybody, big shout out to Krista this morning.
See y'all
Tell
later.
Jesse I said hi, will you?
I will.
All right, have a good day. All right, now let's go on to those national holidays, shall we? All right, here we go, my friends. Today is National Bubble Wrap Day. Did you know that? Did you know today was National Bubble Wrap Day? What would we do without bubble wrap to keep our things safe while we ship them? And then, of course, we have fun popping them. It's National Green Juice Day. It's National Peanut Brittle Day. I'll give a big shout out to that. I like peanut brittle. And today is also National Spouses Day. Let's give a big shout out to all of our spouses here. A big shout out to my spouse, my wife, Janelle. She is amazing. She keeps our family running every single day, especially since I started East Tennessee Weather. She is hands down a rock star. And hopefully you tell your spouse today that they are a rock star, because we are a team as spouses, and you got to work together as a team. That's what I always say. You know, life is short, right? Be kind to each other. Life is short, but be kind to your spouses as well, and take care of each other, because we only have one life to live. All right, here we go. Let's go to the national weather history. And on this date in history, set back in 1990, a winter storm spread high winds from the northwestern U.S. to Wyoming and Colorado, with heavy snow across some of the higher elevations. Stevens Pass in Washington received 17 inches of snow. In 1989, snow and high winds created blizzard-like conditions in northwestern Vermont. 88-mile-per-hour winds. That's insane. And how about Fairbanks? Fairbanks, Alaska. Well, Cold Foot, located north of Fairbanks, Alaska, in 1989, reported a low of 75 degrees below zero. So if you think it's cold now, that's a little crazy. In 1988, a snowstorm in the northeastern U.S. produced 19 inches of snow. In 1987, a winter storm spread heavy snow across middle and northern Atlantic coast states, with 18 inches reported in Vineland, New Jersey, just outside of where my brother-in-law lives. In 1983, the California coast was battered by a storm which produced record high tides, 32-foot waves, and mudslides, causing millions of dollars in damage. In 1978, a paralyzing blizzard struck the Midwest with over 3 feet of snow. And in 1937, the wettest month in Cincinnati is January 1937, when 13.68 inches fell of just wet weather. In 1772, possibly the greatest snowfall ever recorded in our nation's capital started on this day. When the storm began, Thomas Jefferson was returning home from his honeymoon with his new bride, Martha Wales Skelton. The newlyweds made it within 8 miles of Monticello before having to abandon their carriage in the deep snow. Is that not crazy? Both finished the ride on horseback in the blinding snow. This sounds like a movie. The newlyweds arrived home late on the night of January 26th. In Jefferson's garden book, he wrote, "The deepest snow we have ever seen." And in 1700, a powerful earthquake struck the Pacific Northwest along the Cascades subduction zone. The Cascadia subduction zone. The estimated moment magnitude was 8.7 to 9.2. Caused about a 1,000-kilometer rupture from mid-Vancouver Island to Northern California. That's crazy. And on this date in history, let's read the daily quote that I did not pre-read. Man is not made for society, but society is made for man. No institution can be good which does not tend to improve the individual. All right. In 1984, CBS Television debuted Mickey Spillane's Mike Hammer. I don't even know what that is. In 1961, U.S. President JFK appointed Dr. Janet G. Travell as the first woman to be the personal physician to the president. In 1942, the first American expeditionary force to go to Europe during World War II went ashore in Northern Ireland. In 1905, a diamond weighing 114 pounds was found by Captain Wells at the Premier Mine near Pretoria, South Africa. In 1827, Peru seceded from Colombia in protest against Simon Bolivar's alleged tyranny. In 1784, in the letter to his daughter, Benjamin Franklin expressed unhappiness over the eagle as a symbol of America. He wanted a turkey. Thank goodness we have an eagle. The more you know, my friends. Snow-packed, icy roads, even in Gatlinburg. Gatlinburg finally got a little bit of light snow. That's a live look in downtown Gatlinburg. A little bit of a winter wonderland. Not a ton, but a little bit. All right, Lisa's saying they got some pretty bad ice in Newmarket. Does anyone know how the main roads are? Likely 11E. So all the reports I've had coming in so far, the main roads are doing just fine. Of course, TDOT has taken care of those roads and treated them. But he was a private investigator. Interesting stuff there. But it's the side roads, as it always is. Trying to get out of the neighborhoods, onto the side roads, onto the main roads is always sometimes the most difficult. Look at you all with your history knowledge, things I don't know. Lisa Prophet, Elkins, 11E is not bad. Thank you, Julie. I appreciate that. I appreciate you, Pat. Much appreciated. And again, big shout out to Jess Payne this morning. That's awesome. Morristown elevation, 1,600 feet, light flurries right now. Awesome stuff. Isn't that awesome to have Jess joining us on the broadcast this morning? Crossville has some good snow this morning, and then you keep going towards Nashville, and it's a hot mess over there. Julie, where are you? Where's all my Witcher weather watchers this morning? You're without power in northern Campbell County this morning. That is no good. I mean, our temperature in our house was dropping like a rock yesterday. And I kept telling the kids, don't go in and out of the doors because I don't know why the heater's not working, but it wasn't working. Russell says, just got back from an Alcoa Walmart run. That's an early Walmart run. Main roads still have ice and snow. Just be safe. So we are going to see some of those on the main roads, I guess. Just do travel safely. We got about 1/4 inch of snow in Maynardville. Thanks, Tom. I think I'll spend another day in the warm house. Cold in Monroe County. It is chilly for sure. Cedar Bluff, Middlebrook. Overnight snow blanketing everything. Some have ventured out, but tire tracks didn't get down to the pavement, which is going to create a lot more ice for sure. I think we need a little more coffee before we're seen by the public. I got you covered, Libby. Come on now. The best part of waking up, right? Let's see what you all else. Anybody else is saying anything? I can't stand clickbait, nor can I. Well, I appreciate that, Brandon. Very much so. You're my trusted weather source since you started. I appreciate that as well. Thanks, Neil Denton, for letting me know about your app. Neil Denton told you about the app? You want to know something crazy? In just 1 week, we almost had 9,000 app downloads on the East Tennessee Weather app. We are pushing well over 60,000 app downloads, which is insane to me that you all are trusting me. I'm so appreciative and so grateful for all of you every single day. Dustin and Talbot, road covered. Thank you. The link should be working. I just posted it again. Here, I'll post it again if anybody wants to join me on the broadcast and have a little bit of fun. Oh, it's on the Mike Witcher TV Facebook page. I'll put them on both. How about that? We'll put it in one more time, and if anybody wants to join me, they can do that. If you don't want to because you've got bedhead, that's okay too. I just thought it would be kind of fun to open it up to the public. I know it's a slippery slope, isn't it? But I think we're going to be just fine. Here we go. I'll post it one more time, but we are going to kind of wrap things up here in just a little bit. I'm trying to think what else I got to share with you. I guess that's about it. It's a snow day in East Tennessee. It's a great day. It's a cold day, and it's going to stay that way all week long. So I hope you kind of bundle up and take cover. Remember, these are the areas of concern here this morning. We also have, let's see what kind of power outages we still have. So Morgan County right now still has some power outages. Roane County, Campbell, and the Claiborne County down closer to Chattanooga. We've got a lot more power outages back. Look at Nashville. Nashville's just a hot mess over there because of all the power outages. And again, this was pretty interesting. I don't know if you saw this yesterday. Now we've started to get a lot more power back on. At one point, I think the state of Tennessee was up to about 319,000 folks without power. So we were one of the hardest hit state. And of course, that included the Nashville metro. What I thought was really cool, and I shared this yesterday, can you pick out where we had the freezing rain and the ice storm? Clearly, that tells a story. So for any of the naysayers that we weren't having a major winter storm, I beg to differ, my friends. I beg to differ. This was a major winter storm affecting millions of folks. Millions of folks are still without power. I mean, that is currently what is going on. Those are current power outages, by the way. Those are current power outages, and still across the state of Tennessee, we have 250,000 people without power. And that stretches all the way up to the mid-Atlantic, down into Texas with 60,000 still without power, 120,000 across the state of Louisiana, 150,000 in Mississippi. So you get the point. When this Arctic air and this cold, brutal weather moves on in with the snow and the sleet and the freezing rain and the ice, being without power is it's the things that we take for granted. And that's why I said, if you ever see a lineman out there fixing the power lines, don't be, or if you ever lose power, don't get frustrated. There's some brave men and women that are out there trying to restore our power with the first world problems, I suppose, having electricity and power to heat our homes. And probably a good idea, by the way, over the next couple of days to check in on your neighbors. If you have some elderly neighbors, probably a good idea also. By the way, we're going to cue the music. We're going to wrap things up this morning. By the way, and make sure that your pipes, tonight's going to be a good night to open up your cupboards in your house, in your homes, and let the warm air from your home get underneath your cupboards. Maybe go out and cover your spigots and whatnot on the outside of your house. I mean, we are talking about pipe busting kind of cold here tonight. And if you run into anything, just know that Pipe Wrench is a big sponsorship of East Tennessee Weather. So give my friends over at Pipe Wrench a call today. You can see all the advertisers, all the sponsorship for East Tennessee Weather that keep it up and running and 100% free. And right there, big shout out to Vince. That's his company, East Coast Lines. Emergency, helping to restore the power across the country, and of course right here in East Tennessee as well. So, something to keep in mind. There's a reason why we have sponsorships on this platform, so we can make this product free for you every single day. You tried to click it, but I'm not very tech savvy. Oh, Lisa, maybe it wasn't working as well as I wanted it to. But either way, happy birthday tomorrow to Carol and to anybody else having a birthday. Tupelo, Mississippi got slammed. Yes, they did. Good morning, Kimberly. How are you, my friend? And you are so welcome. Dominique, removed so much ice off my AC heating unit last night. Yeah, that's probably a good thing to do as well. Make sure that's kind of clear of snow and ice so it runs more efficiently. See, things to think about. And maybe a good idea, I've seen that people can spray WD-40 on your locks and on the door frames of your cars to keep those from sticking, and you'll be able to open up the car door. If you're hitting the road here this morning, do travel safely. Watch out for the roads. They're icy and snow-packed. If the road looks wet wherever you may be driving in, it's going to be ice, black ice. And just have a great day. Enjoy a few flurries, some sunshine, brutally cold tomorrow, and I have more updates on social media. Go download the East Tennessee Weather app. Put East Tennessee Weather up on the big screen. Roku TV, Amazon Fire, and YouTube. They should be back up and running as the internet is back up and working efficiently here today. Thank you so much. I cannot thank you again for sticking with me during this winter storm, our first one of 2026. Is that going to be it? I don't know. Only time will tell. If you like the platform, pass it along to your friends, family members, coworkers. Let's grow this thing, baby. Have a great day. I'll see you back here tomorrow.
just like it should. So your colors, they start, and it's stripping you